normally when we get onto the USA Network, it'll be 2 hours long. So, yeah, they're going to obviously make it double the length. So these are quite short streams at the moment, but they will be 2 hours long. We always start about 15 minutes before, so that we can just have a little bit of a catch-up, little chat about anything people want to chat about, talk about any news that's out there, and yeah, I mean, there's plenty going on. There's loads of rumours and things. We should be in for a great NXT show tonight as well, so need to just let people know that we are live, and there we go. Hello, Hasey Wrestling, hope you are well. Hello to Travis. I read the preview for tonight, and I think we're getting like a tag team championship match. I think Keith Lee is going to be in action. Io Shirai should be making an appearance. So, yeah, lots for us to enjoy tonight. And as we said, you know, even though it's only an hour at the moment, as soon as we get to the 15th of September, then it'll go onto the USA Network and it will be 2 hours long. We'll do about 2.25 hours, 2.5 hours, something along those lines. So yeah, sadly, we're only around for an hour and 15 minutes tonight. But it doesn't matter. We can still have a great time, and hopefully there'll be a great show in store for us. Right, Best Boy Ever says, "Hey Days, any recommendations for me to watch on the network after NXT? Because I'm buying it today." There we go. That is such a great question. What do you recommend that Best Boy Ever 307 checks out after watching NXT? It's a really good question. My brain has flooded with suggestions. Just so much. There's so many documentaries. I think for me, I would recommend the Bruno Sammartino documentary. I think it's just called Bruno, and it's absolutely fascinating because it really tells you all about him, and about early wrestling. You get to see some great footage. You get to see that legendary championship run. You see the impact that he had on the business. You know, I speak about Bruno a lot because for me, he never got the recognition that he deserved. For a long time, he wasn't mentioned. And then when he finally came back, he went into the Hall of Fame. You know, they started to talk to him and do a few interviews, and then sadly, he passed away. So, you know, we didn't really get much Bruno time. He was gone for so long. We only had like a year or so with him around, and I just really feel like he was around before WrestleMania, before Hulk Hogan, around before Ric Flair. You know, everyone talks about Ric Flair, they talk about Dusty Rhodes, they talk about Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, Rock, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Macho Man Randy Savage, Bob Backlund. You know, these names get thrown around. Before all of that, Bruno Sammartino. So for me, I would start there. Why not go back to the beginning? Go back to the beginning. WWE's second ever champion. I think he won the championship like not that long after they formed. They put the title on him like, I want to say about a month after they had started or something like that. So he is the man. Shout out to Peter Christ. Shout out to Adam David. Days, do you think Humberto Carlito will dethrone Drew Gulak for the Cruiserweight Championship? I did see that match had been made. I think he could. He's a very good-looking guy, isn't he? And surely that he's very marketable. He's got to be marketable. There's got to be a lot of young ladies out there that find him attractive. And is a great wrestler. We've seen him competing in NXT. I've seen quite a few of his 205 Live matches. He's kind of got that Mexican lucha style, of course, but he doesn't wear a mask or anything. He's kind of a little bit like, I don't know, I'm getting an Eddie Guerrero vibe in a way. I really do rate him. I think he's going to be a big star, so yeah, why not, man? Let's put the title on him and see what he can do and see where he can take that division. I mean, there's rumors that 205 Live is going to close. There's big rumors that they're going to wind it down and then they're going to merge it with NXT. So I think it would be cool having him, if that happens, go into NXT as a champion. I wonder if they would keep that belt. Do you think, I mean, like, when all that happens, do you think you're just going to have the NXT title, North American title, tag titles, women title, and that's it? It would be about right. That's what Raw's got. That's what SmackDown's got. So maybe 205 Live, that Cruiserweight Championship, maybe it all disappears. But I think it would be an honor and it would be an achievement to put the title on him before that happens. So I say yes. WWE Shop made a 24/7 toy title. I am thinking about getting it, not 100% sure yet. That's very cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know they'd done one already. That's awesome. Shout out to Dean Winchester, who keeps sending me breaking news. I really do appreciate it. Always sending me little bits and bobs, and yeah, very, very cool. Hello to Janho Fatima Productions need subs. Daisy, are you still going to add an NXT Championship bout on your live streams? Yeah, I think to tell the truth, I'm waiting for all the moves and all the changes and everything. So I'm not going to do anything until we get to the middle of September. But honestly, I'm thinking of having either one belt that gets defended across Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. But the difference is it absolutely is defended. That one belt, you know, if the wheel wants it defended, it gets defended. We defend it every stream, and we just go from one show to the next to the next. So I don't know whether to do just the one belt or whether to have 3 belts and it only gets defended on that show. Yeah, I'm kind of torn a little bit. I'm not sure which way to go. I really think we're going to start moving away from the tag titles. I do like the tag titles, but man, Wolfpack are so dominant. They're just absolutely owning those tag titles. So we might move away from them. We'll have to wait and see. I just got the new Ricochet figure. That is very cool. It's a great looking figure. Days, have you seen CM Punk in the ring today? No. Is that some breaking news? I was on Twitter about an hour ago. I can't say I saw anything. CM Punk. I saw he was in a film, and there's a little film trailer. CM Punk in a wrestling ring. Oh yeah. So it's nothing. It's to promote Starcast. So CM Punk in a ring. And it's a promotion for Starcast. So I wouldn't get too excited about that. We already knew that he was going to be at Starcast. And I'm sure he's probably teasing the fact this feels nice and everything to get people talking. What show was better this week, Raw or SmackDown? I would say SmackDown. I thought Raw was solid, but I enjoyed SmackDown. I thought it had a big talking point when Daniel Bryan turned on Rowan. And also, I thought it had some great matches. Honestly, when I woke up this morning, one of the first things I thought was, God, how great was that Bayley match? Bayley versus Lacey Evans. It's one of the first things that I've got problems. You need to know that. So yeah, like I opened my eyes and I was like, how great was that Bayley match? That's what goes on in my head. What's that? Hello, Bray Wyatt fan. How are you doing? Daniel Booker, hello to you, my friend. Days, do you think Sasha Banks will get her heel action figure? Absolutely. You know right now Mattel are currently painting her hair blue and trying to get a figure ready to get out, so yes. Christopher Rogers, hello Greg Baker by the way. Christopher Rogers says, Days, my brother-in-law hates that I collect wrestling figures. He says dolls are for kids. Typical nonsense from this guy. What makes you happy, I say. Yeah, I mean, look, whenever you've got people like that, I always feel like their comments say more about them than it does about you. You know, why would he have a problem with you collecting anything, buying anything? Why should he have anything to say about that? It makes no sense. You know, again, you don't want to go into it, but they're not dolls. Like, I mean, look, if people want to play with them, like kids in particular do, of course, but I think as you get older, I mean, I know I play in them, like, with them in videos and things, just because I have, like, ideas of things that I think people would enjoy watching. But, yeah, the rest of the time, outside of videos, they're on a shelf, and they're on display, either that or on the floor. But, yeah, they're normally just on a shelf, and, for me, it's just they're cool things to look at, aren't they? You look at them, and it brings back memories, and you know, they're wearing certain entrance gear and certain wrestling attire, and you know, you can look at things and go, "Oh yeah, look at that robe." You know, WrestleMania 3, Macho Man, and it just brings back those memories. It's kind of like it's kind of a little bit like having the network. You can kind of look across your figures and just replay certain moments in your head. Just looking at stuff, thinking of WrestleManias that have gone by, SummerSlams, and great little feuds. And yeah, man, they're really good. And then obviously you've got the accessories and everything. But, I mean, it's just, they're so big, aren't they? Such a big thing. I mean, I think there's like 350 different wrestlers that have figures now. So, even if you only had one of every wrestler that had been made, your collection would be 350 figures. And then, you know, who's only got one Ultimate Warrior, for example? I think I've got about 5. Who's got one Undertaker? Who's got one Kane? Who's got one Roman Reigns or Seth? You know, you just naturally end up with like 2 or 3, don't you? Get bought them, or you see them at a good price, or it is what it is. I bet you that guy played with Action Man, and he's a doll. Yeah. I mean, look, it never bothers me. It's never bothered me what other people have thought or said, because, as I said at the start, I always feel like it says more about them than it does about you. Like, if anyone was to ever say anything to me, like a friend as well, if a friend of mine was to come round and make any kind of borderline serious comment, you'd have to question, why are they a friend? Are they? I mean, it's one thing to joke about it, isn't it? It's one thing to be a bit tongue-in-cheek, but someone must come around and make any kind of comment and be like, I don't know. I don't know if we're on the same page here. I mean, look, I'm just watching the network right now, and we're in Kevin Owens' house, and he's obviously got action figures in there, and it's you know, it's a passion, isn't it? What other names did you consider before you chose Wrestling Days? That's from Daddy-O. That's a really great question. I can tell you guys, we're only 3 minutes away from NXT, so we're not going to be waffling for long. None is the answer. Absolutely none. I've told this story before, but my girlfriend at the time, I was watching wrestling with her, and going back like 2014, 2015, early 2016. So we used to watch mainly NXT each week. We had the network, and so we would watch NXT. And I would always want to talk about it after. Why do you think they did that? Or do you think such and such is going to partner this person? Or do you think they're going to do this at TakeOver? She turned around to me and she was like, look, I watch it. I enjoy it. I don't want to talk about it, right? I don't want to talk about it. There's no need to talk about it. We've just watched it. I don't need to talk about it. So I was like, all right, calm down. Fine, all right. So then I'd sit there and I'd just be like thinking about stuff. And it was her that turned around and said, you do know now, since we don't talk about it anymore, you go into like this Wrestling Days. You just go into this, like your eyes go glazed over and you fall into this Wrestling Days. I was like, So then I went into another one, whilst I thought about, wow, that's a good name. That was that. The Drawing and Gaming Hub. Oh my god, Days, your cat has just won the 24/7 championship in a Fiend mask. And Adam Cole shirt. So cool. That is really cool. That is really cool. I've said from the start, I knew my cat had it in her/him to do that. So I'm great that they've really proud that they've reached that mountaintop. So very, very cool. Hope you're well, the Drawing and Gaming Hub. Thank you very much for the support, my friend. Please, Bray Wyatt fan, may I get a title shot? Days, what does NXT come on to tonight? It's always on the network until we get to the 15th of September. And then when we get to the 15th of September, it will be on the USA network, but it will stay on the WWE network for us here in the UK. People in Canada, I think anywhere that doesn't have USA, actually. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to watch it. I still need to find a way of watching the show. There just has to be a way. That's the conclusion I reached. There has to be a way. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. We put a man on the moon. It has to be possible. Right, I can tell you that we are about to begin. We are about to go over to NXT tonight. Street Profits, Undisputed Era. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Nice. Should be good, man. Street Profits as well, you know, you see them on Raw each week, so this is like a good little match for people that maybe are checking out NXT for the first time. They might have seen the Street Profits on Raw and haven't actually seen them compete, so this will be a really good week for them to watch. Days, I know what the heel glove does. It turns popular faces into heels. But seriously, do you think Bray will have another match before Hell in a Cell? Will he have another match for Hell in a Cell? I would think so. I think that's a long time to go without a match. Hell in a Cell is in October, so we would have to go the whole of September without a Fiend match. So I feel like you'll see something on Raw, and I don't think you'll see much. Oh, hello. Io, we're starting with Io Shirai. This entrance is awesome, isn't it? Look at that robe. I don't know if she is competing. This entrance is absolutely incredible. She's totally unhinged. Look at her screaming. The lights are flashing. I don't know. She turned heel a few months back. I don't know if you've had a chance to see her. I know people don't watch NXT each week, but look at this entrance. It should be like a warning. There might be people at home having fits right now. Fits being brought on by Io Shirai. Looks like she's in wrestling attire, so I think she's going to be good to go. Slams down her entrance attire. The hell is this? Cammy Fields. Who the hell's Cammy Fields? Versus Cammy Fields. Okay. Now, a lot of people don't like Beth Phoenix, but I actually don't mind her because she does give us a little bit of background. Like there, she's just said Cammy Fields debuted in 2013. Oh! No time wasted, though. Io Shirai comes storming out. Beautiful drop kick. Cammy Fields goes down. I swear I've been to Cammy Fields. I went there on a day trip. She goes straight over, back elbow by Io Shirai. Cammy Fields is staggering all over the place. What's she going to look for here? Double underhook, but couldn't quite do it. Cammy Fields is much, much bigger than Io. Much bigger. I mean, Io is quite small. What is she looking for now? Double underhook. No, she hasn't got the strength to do it. Lands on her feet. Cammy Fields flips Io over. Open palm. I love them open palm strikes. Open palm strikes are epic, man. Bang! They look so great as well. I don't know why we don't see more open palm strikes on the main roster. It's so cool. It's like something out of like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. Here we go, look, Io up top. Beautiful moonsault. Connects with it. Thanks a lot for coming. Ah! Ref counted 2. Io pulled her up. Io's not done. Ah, she taps. This Cammy Fields taps. Beautiful submission hold. She's got her legs wrapped around her throat. Oh, I cannot wait to see what is in store for Io Shirai. I'm kind of thinking. I know that Rhea Ripley is in NXT now. Kind of feeling like there could be maybe a collision course there. Amazing. Hey, Days, looking forward to the Wrestling Saturday, Jaden. It is going to be on fire. We've got NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff. And as I said, you know, I can give you all that insider knowledge about Cardiff. I've been there quite a few times. And, yeah, you know, we can talk about anything that's going to go down. And we should be in for a few surprises. We know that Cesaro is going to be in attendance. And then as soon as we finish, we will end the stream. Go and have something to eat. You know, maybe go to the cinema. Can't watch anything. There's not enough time. Might just go there and come straight back. And then we're straight into All Out. So, yeah, very, very excited. Io Shirai has got a kendo stick. Here's Candice. I thought this feud was over. I thought this was done. Candice with a kendo. Might as well call her Kendo Candice. Kendois. Kendois. Kendois LeRae is here. She's just smacked her around. That women's match was fire as well. Again, I don't know if you guys saw that. Io Shirai against Candice LeRae at TakeOver the other week. Just before SummerSlam. Absolutely brilliant. Backstage with the Undisputed Era, we got Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly. It's going to be our main event tonight, that is. Mamba Gaming saying, Days, I've got to go soon, so could you reply? That would be great. Do you think it'd be a good idea if it was Team AEW versus Team WWE? No is the answer. No. The reason why I say no is because you're right, it would never happen. Who would even make up Team AEW? Do you mean the likes of Kenny and Cody and Young Bucks and all of that kind of stuff? It's WWE are just not going to give them that kind of a platform. It's just absolutely not going to happen. It's kind of like saying in the middle of the Attitude Era, would it be cool if we did Team WCW versus Team WWF? It's just not going to happen. Right, just a little advert for TakeOver Cardiff. What time is All Out? Do you know? I'm not sure. It's going to be about midnight, isn't it? I mean, it literally might be that we have to finish the NXT UK TakeOver stream and just go straight into All Out. I do want to keep them as 2 separate streams. Because there'll be people that watch AEW that won't be interested in NXT, and there'll be people that are interested in NXT that aren't interested in AEW. So I do want to keep them separate. But yeah, it could be a case of we end the one, I go straight over to the next, press start, and we're going again. So right, we have got Keith Lee now. I tell you what, this is a good week, guys. We are just going from big name to big name. Io Shirai into Keith Lee. Keith Lee on his way. Bask in his glory. Keith Lee. Dijakovic, I think, is his opponent. Never know how to spell it, though. Here we go. Dijakovic. We did see WWF work with ECW, though, so guess there is hope for Impact Wrestling. That's true. That is true. AEW is better than NXT, but then Broken Dreams fires back, NXT is better than AEW. I gotta admit, if I had to choose, I would say NXT. I'm passionate about women's wrestling, and I do think that the NXT women's division is much stronger, not even a little bit stronger, but much stronger. You know, with the likes of Shayna, Mia Yim, Io Shirai, Candice LeRae, Bianca Belair. You know, the list goes on. And then even with, like, the men's division as well, you know, like Matt Riddle, Velveteen Dream, Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole. It's stacked, innit? It's absolutely stacked. Kushida? I just don't see. I don't think AEW could get there. I'm not hating on AEW. I do like what they're doing, but I'm not at the stage where I can say they're better than NXT. Every takeover, I've never seen a bad takeover. Incredible. Favorite jobber? That's a good question. At the moment, I love. Well, I mean, look, the greatest jobber of all time's got to be the Brooklyn Brawler. Brooklyn Brawler was a legend. But I really like Heath Slater. I think Heath Slater. I think R-Truth as well. R-Truth for a long time was a jobber. But maybe Heath Slater at the moment. Right, we have got Dijakovic against Keith Lee. This is a bit of a feud. Keith Lee, quite a big guy. Very versatile. Dijakovic, very tall. Towering over Keith Lee. But honestly, both of them, if you take their girth and height into consideration, this is just two heavyweights going at it. Absolutely two heavyweights. I really like Dijakovic's character as well. You can see he's got like the flags of his nation, the colours of his nation all over his ring attire. He's like this real throwback, kind of like a little bit Rusev-y, little bit like Nikolai Volkov. It's like your typical foreign heel. Do you get foreign heels anymore? Maybe Shinsuke? Maybe Shinsuke's a foreign heel? Anyone else? Andrade? Feel like that's a bit of a stretch. I don't know. But I appreciate Dijakovic's work. Cody takes shots at WWE every chance he can. It's getting dull. Dijakovic sounds like a virus. AEW went to Wednesday because TNT had NBA and other sports. Would you like to see Chad Gable be sent to NXT UK? I was thinking during the match on SmackDown that his style would fit perfectly. UK fans love that style, whereas main WWE fans are just silent. That's a really good point by C Wrestling. I would completely agree with that. I think he would fit in with NXT UK. I think I would like to see. I'd like to see him win King of the Ring. He is the person I would like to see win it the most. I think he was in a great tag team. Got split up. It should never have been split up. I know they had bigger plans for Jason Jordan, but well, clearly it didn't work, you know, in the injury and everything. But for me, American Alpha are one of the best tag teams we've had of this generation. And then he got lost, didn't he? You know, he teamed with Shout and it didn't work. He teamed with Bobby Roode, it didn't work. And now he's trying to make it as a solo star. Let's give him a helping hand again. We know the guy can wrestle. We know he's passionate about it. We know he's fantastic at it. You want to talk about a king of the ring. I feel like Chad Gable ticks all the boxes. He is, in a way, like a modern-day Owen Hart. You know, is that kind of build. He's quite good aerial-wise. Owen was better. But he's legit, man. He's a legit wrestler, and I would really go all in with him. And I feel like he needs it as well, because he hasn't got any other momentum. So let's see. If he wins King of the Ring, let's give him that push. If not, then yes. If he's not winning King of the Ring and they've got nothing planned for him, NXT UK. Or NXT, but I think he would get a little lost. Keith Lee with a beautiful clothesline. Just turned Dijakovic inside out. It was after he jumped over the top with a crossbody. This is right now, this is two heavyweights just going at it. And do you know what? I don't think I've seen anything this week on Raw or SmackDown that compares to this. There's nothing on the main roster that's like this. This is like Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, or... yeah, Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns kind of a vibe. This is just two big guys absolutely throwing bombs at each other. Ah, Keith Lee! Hurling Dijakovic on the edge of the ring. Nothing but steel. There is no give on the edge of the ring there. Madness. Days, does Sting not count as your favourite WWE jobber? No, he did actually win a match. So he didn't job all the time. His record, I think, was 3 matches, lost 2, won 1. My favourite jobber is Natalya. AEW comes on an hour before NXT ends. That could be a problem. Forearm smash by Dijakovic. Boot to the face. Keith Lee goes down onto one knee. They call him One Knee Keith Lee. I've held my title since my first live stream. You're doing an awesome job, dude. Bray Wyatt fan and Wolfpack have got the live stream championships on lockdown. Over the top goes Dijakovic. I mean, these big guys just shouldn't have this kind of agility. They're everywhere. They're all over the ring. It's prompted an NXT chant. Dijakovic trying to, just showing a replay. Do you know what's amazing as well? He's just gone over the top, so it wasn't even a suicide dive. Dijakovic has kind of gone over and purposefully turned his back on the ropes and then jumped over. He's gone over like a pole vaulter would go over a rope. It's incredible. It's incredible. A great talent. Not many people are... Oh, he got caught! He got caught! That was... Oh! The strength! The strength of Keith Lee to do that! Dijakovic flipped in the air, and as his legs were coming towards Keith Lee just went and caught him. And he was like hanging upside down. Dijakovic must be like 6 foot plus. And Keith Lee just, whilst he was flipping, caught him in the air, held him there. The strength that it takes to do that is absolutely insane. Up top, moonsault. Dijakovic thinks he's Io Shirai. He's just done a sick moonsault, man. Right, forget it. What? Everyone talks about NXT call-ups. When's Undisputed Era calling up? When's Johnny Gargano? Rip it up, forget it. Write those names down, yeah? All them names. Velveteen Dream, write it down. Pete Dunne, jot it down, yeah? Io Shirai, Shayna Baszler, put it all down on a bit of paper. Get that paper, rip it up. It doesn't matter anymore. Dijakovic is the man. This guy is flipping all over the ring, and he is 6 foot plus. And honestly, I don't think there's anyone like him on the main roster. There will be soon, because NXT is going to become the main roster very soon. They have got a real special talent there. Same with Keith Lee, though. The strength that Keith Lee has been showing. This is such a great match. This is a really great match. Elbows. I can tell you, both guys now in the corner. Elbows to the back of the head of Dijakovic. Keith Lee. What are you doing? What are you doing? Keith Lee is on the very top rope. Headbutt to Dijakovic. What is he doing? What is he doing? Spanish fly? What is he looking for? Spanish fly! Spanish fly! What are we watching? What is this match? What is this match? What is this match? We are witnessing greatness. NXT Full Sail on their feet right now. Oh, this is magic. There's magic in the air. You can feel it right now. Look at that. Absolute scenes. Anyone still shouting to me about AEW. It's a great brand. Love Kenny Omega. Big fan of the Young Bucks, yeah? They ain't got nothing like this. They ain't got nothing like this. NXT. It is madness, mad scenes. Mad scenes here at Full Sail. Dijakovic going over. Grabbing at the legs of Keith Lee. Both men just survive. I'm going to say surviving. I'm going to use the word surviving a Spanish fly. Big strike to the back of the leg. Dijakovic going up top. We're going for another high-risk move. Elbows to the back of the head by Keith Lee. Take that. Take that, you stupid Croatian. I don't know where he's from. Plus, I love people from Croatia. But that is definitely what Keith Lee was thinking as he went bang! But Dijakovic with a super kick taking the legs away. He's got Keith Lee on his shoulders. Bit of a GTS there. And he gets it. He gets it with that. Absolute scenes. Absolute scenes. Dijakovic with the victory. An incredible match. Best match of the week. And that is huge. Considering we saw a fantastic match with Bayley and Lacey Evans. We've seen some great King of the Ring matches. I don't even have to think about it. Match of the week. And Beth Phoenix there saying, we have seen the bar raised tonight. What a match. What a match. Do you think British Strong Style will come up to the main roster together or Pete Dunne by himself? I think, wow, it's really hard to say. NXT UK really needs them. Like, NXT UK, I think it does okay. But, man, if you take out Tyler Bate, Trent Seven and Pete Dunne, it's pretty slim pickings then, isn't it? They haven't done a very good job of building the stars. I really thought you was going to see more NXT UK talent on NXT. Maybe see it on Raw and SmackDown whenever they come over to the UK. You know, really build that brand up, invest in that brand. There's been none of that. There's no house shows for us to go and see. They don't do NXT UK house shows. They just do TV tapings. That's it. It's not enough. It's not enough. They're not doing enough with NXT UK. You take out British Strong Style, you've got a big problem. Got a big problem. Unless you move some talent like C Wrestling was saying. LJH Wrestling says 5-star match. LP Wrestling says Pac versus Omega will top it. Well, I'm not going to disagree with that, but you are comparing one of the biggest matches AEW can do to what I would say is a throwaway encounter for NXT. Like Johnny Gargano against Adam Cole would be better than, I think, Pac against Omega. Pretty sure NXT UK will appear on NXT on the USA. Oh, okay. What, as part of the 2 hours? Days, will we ever see your collab with Shorty G and Cardi B? I think you will, William. I think you will. We've been working very hard on it. So it's going to take a little bit of time to edit it, but it is what it is. Days, was the Jason Jordan Kurt Angle storyline not terrible? Oh, it was. It was terrible. I've got to be honest. I never like to hate on storylines until they conclude, because they can go anywhere, and you never know how things are going to twist and turn. I mean, look at Firefly Funhouse. I was on board with it from the start, as were a lot of you guys. In fact, the very first week, I can remember being told about it. I couldn't watch it because Sky cut it off. We didn't even get it here in the UK. They thought it was an ad or something, and they chopped it off. We went to commercial, so we didn't even get a chance to see it. And I got told about it, and I watched it, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is genius. But a lot of people online hated it. A lot of people online were like, they've killed Bray Wyatt. They've buried Bray Wyatt. Look at it now. Look at it now. So this is what I'm saying. You know, you've got to bear with storylines, because what you think at first and think, you know, things can change. So do I think that Jason Jordan being the son of Kurt Angle was a poor storyline? Yes. Did it have potential to get good? Yes. Did it get good? No. But that's mainly because Jason Jordan got injured. So we're just seeing Johnny celebrating after TakeOver. The heart and soul of NXT, Johnny Gargano. I don't know what we've got coming up next. Time are we looking at? We've already had half an hour. What is going on? How does time go so fast? Oh, hello. Shane Thorne's here. Shane Thorne's gone over to the commentary table. So Shane Thorne's asking, why are you not showing clips of me? Why are we not talking about my win streak? And that's it. We go to commercial. Do you think Jason Jordan will ever return to the ring? I gotta be honest, I don't, because it's already taken so long and there's been nothing from him. What amazes me more is the fact that WWE have never done a documentary on it. We've never been told about it. There's never been anything about it. So I don't know why. I can't get my head around why. I mean, you could argue that maybe he was never a big enough star to warrant it, but it's not going to cost them much to make that, is it? You know, they've got cameras. They own cameras. They own the network. Why would you not just film a little sit-down interview? It would cost you nothing to make. put it up on the network, and then let wrestling fans watch it. I just don't understand why we've never heard anything. So I suppose I've got a few question marks around that, but I don't expect to see them. Just showing a replay of the three horsewomen beating up on Mia Yim. We're just seeing Mia Yim now outside talking to William Regal. Regal saying to Mia Yim, you had your opportunity. And Mia Yim is not happy with that answer. I can't say I blame her. Right, Shayna Baszler on her way now. Is she in action? The submission magician? No, she is not in wrestling attire. Queen of Spades. How long has she been women's champion for? I feel like she's been women's champion forever. Marina Shafir, Jessamine Duke by her side as well. Hey Days, what do you think will happen with 205 Live once SmackDown goes to Fox? It's really hard to know. I don't think SmackDown going to Fox is an issue, because they can still record it if they want to. It's more... There's an argument it's more important than ever, isn't there? There's an argument that you would actually make it a bigger deal, because you're about to lose NXT from the network, so why would you lose 205 Live as well? I mean, they say it's a failed experiment, and it's hard to argue. It is a failed experiment. But, I don't know. Is it the right move to lose it? Oh, here's Rhea Ripley. So, Shayna Baszler was about to say some words. Rhea Ripley's music has hit. I'd heard that she was back in NXT. Here she is as well. The first ever NXT UK Women's Champion. People are going crazy for her, man. People loving Rhea Ripley. Tell you what, she's got a great little entrance. The way she was looking at the camera then. Is she going to be the woman that's going to end that women's championship reign for Shayna? That getting in her face right now. They're face to face. This is tasty, man. I tell you what a great episode of NXT. What a great episode this is. Oh, Rhea Ripley just snatched and snapped that microphone away. I know what you're going to say. Oh, you haven't beaten me. Some real swagger here. Rhea Ripley bringing the swagger. Why have the three horsewomen walked away? Why have they not beaten her up? There's three of them. It's 3-on-1. Why have they walked away? They could beat her up right now. That doesn't make a great deal of sense. She just got into Shayna Baszler's face, swore at her. There's three of them, and they're just walking away, leaving her in the ring. Why are they doing that? Doesn't make a great deal of sense. Still a great little moment. So I think are we going to hear from Pete Dunne as well? Thank you very much, Injustice Jones. Appreciate the support, my friend. We're hearing from Pete Dunne. So Pete Dunne says he's got everyone on notice. He says, just because I'm in NXT doesn't mean I'm leaving NXT UK. No worries, dude. Says he's going to break fingers and break spirits. Good little video package, that. Street Profits backstage. Street Profits versus Undisputed Era up next. Days, don't you get a plaque from YouTube for getting a certain amount of subs? Yeah, they sent me one there. I got one for the channel when it hit 100,000. The next one is 1 million. So it's going to take a few weeks to get that. Break that finger. I know, man. I love Pete Dunne. Love Pete Dunne. Just a little advert for Clash of Champions right now. In fact, we could do a Wheel of Fun. We will do a Wheel of Fun now. Right, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Right, Wheel of Fun time. I thought we might as well do it now. Because obviously we're about to go to the main event match. So just kind of makes sense to do it now. If it lands on championship, for example, then at least we're going to have time to do the championship match. If that's what the wheel wants, we're all just slaves to whatever the wheel wants. Step inside. Next week, we've got Velveteen Dream against Kona Reeves. Never been a fan of Kona Reeves. Adam Cole against Jordan Miles as well. Obviously, he cashed in that contract. That match is next week. Right. Oh, yeah, that was from the last time we spun it. Shock. Right. There we go. Should be spinning, and it is. Undisputed Era versus Street. Slam attack! Right, that's what it wants. Wanted slam attack, so I will give it slam attack. Okay, we have got 3 packs of slam attacks. Gonna give 3 packs of slam attacks away. We'll give them to the 15th person that gives me the word Regal. 15th person that gives me the word Regal. Go. Kyle in the crowd, the guy that always wears the Everton shirt. He is holding up a Street Profits flag. Very cool. He's a really nice guy. I've spoken to him a few times on Twitter, actually. Okay, let's count these up. Well done to YRN_Zay65. NXT. That goes to YRN_Zane. What was it? YRN_Zay65. Shout out to you, my friend. Zay65. You win 3 packs of Slam Attacks. Well done, dude. Right, we are moving on to Street Profits against Undisputed Era. They're getting in each other's faces. The following contest is for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Would you like to see Rey Mysterio against Ricochet? We've seen it many, many times. I think they've had about 3 matches this year. See, right there, that is why this is, without doubt, the best community. I would say on the internet. People sending in little messages of congratulations. It's because people know their time will come. Your time will come. If you've fallen short this time, it's going to be many, many more opportunities. We're back for NXT UK Takeover. We're back for All Out, although we don't tend to do Wheel of Funds on All Out because I haven't really got any AEW stuff. But we're back for Raw, we're back for SmackDown, we're back next week for NXT. I might as well just live stream my life. That's where I'm at right now. Right, we are starting off with Bobby Fish with Montez Ford. So for those of you that have been watching Raw and haven't seen a Street Profits match, drink it in, man. Drink it in right now. Street Profits are in there against Undisputed Era. Montez Ford rolling through. 20 minutes left till this show goes off air. Yeah, it's only an hour long. It's only an hour long, NXT. As soon as we get to the 15th of September, I think it's the 15th, 18th, I think it's the 15th, then it goes to 2 hours. So we, of course, will be doing that each week. And, yeah, I mean, we're covering all of NXT UK. So if there is a bit of overlap, then we'll have to join AEW late, but pretty sure it's only going to be the kickoff show, the buy-in or whatever. I'll have to even look. I don't know if they do clash or anything. That's the problem, isn't it? What with these two companies? They're probably going to do quite a bit of that where you're going to have to choose, and if I have to choose, I'm going to choose NXT. Montez Ford goes down, and Kyle O'Reilly, beautiful. Days, will you ever make Wrestling Days beanies? If that's what people want, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how the shirts do. Once I actually get round to properly telling people that there are Wrestling Day shirts, then we'll see how they sell, if the demand is there, and you know, if they do all right, if people go out buy those, then I'll look at maybe doing other things. Days headed to work. See you later. Hashtag Anders the Giant. See you later, dude. Tag in, and Bobby Fish is coming in. I can tell you that Angelo Dawkins is in there now. Bobby Fish getting slammed down. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of jockeying for position. Not much tag team work at the moment. Although Street Profits are now starting to work together. Been a little sloppy. Both teams have been kind of trying to find their feet. Hey Days, I'm watching from the Philippines. Very cool, dude. Very, very cool. Johnny Gargano against Kingston. Kofi Kingston. Make it happen. Yeah, look, I'm sure you're going to find lots of those kind of matches happening next year. I would imagine there'll be a superstar shakeup, and NXT is going to be a big part of that. And I think you'll see main roster stars going to NXT as well. Little advert going along the bottom of the screen talking about NXT War Games. Over the top goes Montez Ford. Top rope Inzaguri. It's all Street Profits right now. Days, what would you rate NXT so far? What would I rate NXT so far? I'm feeling a 9. I really am feeling a 9. I think we've seen one of the best matches of the year. I really loved that Keith Lee match. We've now got a championship match. We had a bit of a surprise with Rhea Ripley. The show started with one of my favourite female wrestlers, Io Shirai. I can't criticize any part of this show. I think for a 10, it would have to be something monumental. But at the moment, I'm feeling a 9. Bray Wyatt fan, who do you want to defend it against? I'll do it for you because you're the champ. But let me know against who, and I'll put it up for a 10-minute poll. Days, if you was ever in a wrestling match, who would you want to compete against? That is easy. I would want to compete against Linda McMahon. That way, I could say that I had a match against a McMahon. Hopefully, I could say I beat a McMahon, but I don't know. I feel like Linda might do it. But I would try. I'd try my hardest. Kyle O'Reilly working over Montez Ford, working on the knee. Days, did you ever have any daft wrestling rumours when you were at school? The two that were going around, Ultimate Warrior was actually Ric Flair, and that Sting ran over Stone Cold. Did I ever have any daft wrestling rumours? No, I think the stupidest thing I was told, my cousin told me that wrestlers were robots. Now, I was quite young, but even though I was young, I absolutely did not believe him. I mean, it was a silly thing for him to try and convince me. So no, it wasn't a rumor. But that's the stupidest thing that someone told me when it came to wrestling, was that the wrestlers can do all of this stuff. Have you noticed how they never get bruised? Have you noticed how they don't break bones? Have you noticed how, they're just moving all over the place, high flying, all this kind of crazy stuff? It's because they're not human. They're actually state of the art robots. He really pushed it. He tried to make it as, plausible as possible. I wasn't buying it. I didn't buy it. I didn't fall for it. Big strike kick by Bobby Fish here. KJ Carter Evan Harris. And Alonzo Reed. Okay, let me jot that down. Tell you what, they're unloading here. It is. It's all action right now. Street Profits. Spear. Dawkins with a spear on Bobby Fish, who kicks out. Wowee. Angela Dawkins, Montez Ford. Sleeper by Bobby Fish. One, two, kick out by Dawkins. Oh, leg lock now. It's like a knee bar, is it? Knee bar by Kyle O'Reilly. Okay, AJ Carter, Evan Harris, Alonzo Reed, Bray Wyatt fan. That poll is up right now. So, Bray Wyatt fan putting that title on the line, a defending champion. You can see down there, if you want to vote in that poll, just jump over to @WrestlingDays on Twitter. Street Profits, all 4 people in the ring right now. This is the first time I'm awake for a stream. Well, welcome. Right. We are approaching the final 8 minutes of NXT. Everyone is in the ring right now. It's a championship match. Kyle O'Reilly gets caught. Oh, but reverses into a draping armbar. He's got his legs wrapped around the head of Angela Dawkins. Referee checking to see if it was a pin attempt. Into the corner goes Kyle O'Reilly. Montez Ford gets tagged in. Angela Dawkins kind of spinning round, colliding into Kyle O'Reilly. Rock bottom by Montez Ford. Dawkins going up top. What's he looking for here? Frog splash! 1, 2, and Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish makes the save. Against the ropes goes Montez Ford over the top. Crashing down onto Undisputed Era. Street Profits on fire right now. Spear by Dawkins. Spear. Oh, we got caught. Ah, look at the height. Look at the height that Montez Ford got. Ah. 1, 2. Ah, new champions. New champions. Undisputed Era. Look at the people in the crowd. Wow, people are shocked. I mean, it was clean. It was a clean win. Look at that. Undisputed Era. They couldn't get the job done at TakeOver. They got the job done tonight. Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly. I thought they were done for. I mean, Angela Dawkins was dishing out spears, but then Montez Ford misses with that massive, massive frog splash. Gets turned inside out. 1, 2, 3. New NXT Tag Team Champions. So that means that they've got the NXT Tag titles. Adam Cole is the NXT Champion. Surely Roderick Strong is going to be going for that North American Championship. Surely. Either that or the women's title. He should definitely go for the women's title. Look at that. Wow. I was saying earlier about the fact that it just needed some monumental. Feel like it kind of just got it. Feel like it just sort of got that monumental moment. That is great. I tell you what, I'm saying a 9 to 9.5. 9 to 9.5 for that show. Get in your scores. Uh, 5 minutes left on the poll. Yes. Let's update it. Let's see where we are. There's a little advert here for... What is this? KFC mac and cheese. We do not have that here. We don't have that. KFC mac and cheese. Can I have that? Can I get that? Let's have a look. KFC menu UK. Let's have a look and see. I want my mac and cheese. I gotta tell you, macaroni and cheese, it's not that big over here. We enjoy it, but I don't think we're going to be able to get that from KFC. Box meals. Let's have a look at box meals. I know we probably should be talking about wrestling, but I want to know if I can get mac and cheese. I can't. I don't think I can. For sharing, chicken. I think there's chicken in it. Popcorn chicken. 6 hot wings. 2-piece, 3-piece, 4-piece. Boneless banquet. Mighty bucket for 1. No. There is no mac and cheese in the UK. There's Chicken Tuesday. What the hell is Chicken Tuesday? Chicken Tuesday, you can get 9 pieces for $5.99. Jesus Christ, that's a bargain. That is an absolute bargain. Chicken Tuesday. Didn't even know that was a thing. Amazing. Right, where are we anyway? We've got 5 minutes to go. We've had 16 votes. Who's going to be the champ? Are we going to get a new champion? Just like you guys saw new champions on NXT. Got a few minutes to go. 10 out of 10. Better than Raw and SmackDown. Days have sent a DM on Twitter. Okay, dude. Shout out to Hoof Hearted Now. Cal, is this about KFC? Okay, dude, got your message. What the hell is Chicken Tuesday? Well, I've only just found out about it. It's where you can get 9 pieces for $5.99. Know what I mean? I can tell you now, KFC do not sponsor this. But I am all over Chicken Tuesday. It's just a shame it was yesterday, and I've missed it, and now I've got to wait like nearly a week. Stay for NXT UK. We're going to do NXT UK on Saturday. So we will cover it there. I'm kind of up to speed with everything in regards to NXT UK. Although, in fairness, I haven't watched this show, but I think we'll finish as soon as we get to the end of the poll. Where are we? Where are we? We are 2 minutes to go. It looks like Bray Wyatt fan is going to storm this. Guys, what's NXT's TV channel? It will be the USA Network, but it's not there yet. There's a little... I don't know what I'm watching here, but it's all... Well, no, what I'm watching, it's ECW, but the Super Shows, the ECW Super Shows have been added to the network. So, little promotion for them there. Very, very cool. Days since Street Profits lost their titles, will they make their Raw debut? Well, I would think that they're needed on NXT. To be honest, I wasn't expecting them to lose the title, so I'm a little bit surprised. I can't really explain it. I suppose in a way it would suggest that they are going to lose them, but I'm not sure. Oh, whilst we're just waiting for the poll to finish as well, I don't know if you guys saw, but I put a video up earlier. It's like a discussion piece. I really want to start doing more videos like that. I find that we talk about a lot, not just what's happening on screen, but you guys ask questions and, we talk about it, we discuss it, people put their thoughts in the chat. I really enjoy it. And so I did a discussion video today. It's all about why The Fiend should be Universal Champion. I've changed my position on that. I go through it all in the video. It's around about 9 minutes long. I think I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I thought it got across like a few points and things. I'm quite conscious that there's a lot of people that don't really join the streams or can't join the streams because maybe they're in the UK. And we talk about a lot of stuff. And I think there's a lot of really great stuff just hidden in the streams that we talk about. So, of course, we're still going to do that. But it just got me thinking maybe I could pick a topic and just talk about that for a few minutes and have it as a separate video. So I put that up earlier and I really like it. So if you've not seen it, check it out and let me know your thoughts in the comments on that video. Right, where are we? Where are we? We are, I can tell you, NXT UK is just about to begin. We've got 29 votes in. I love it when you do videos like that. Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate it. NXT UK coming from Plymouth. Obviously, that's where it was first filmed. In that building, I think. Kenny Williams against Jordan Devlin. Days, what do the Smurfs sing at the end of the video? It's a good question. That bar. Oh, it's Dragunov. I haven't seen much of this guy. Interesting. But I am finding myself getting lost in this. Dragunov, I don't know much about him. Well done to Bray Wyatt fan. I'm going to stick with this for a little bit. I gotta be honest, I'm not too fussed about Williams against Devlin. But I haven't seen much of Dragunov. I'm quite intrigued by him. Don't know who he's facing. He's fired up, man, isn't he? Don't know if you guys are still watching this. But we've got Dragunov. Pumped up, man. He is pumped. He's kind of like conducting out into the crowd. Never has someone loved their own entrance music as much as he just did there. Right, he's taking on Tyson T-Bone. Tyson T-Bone has been in NXT since the start. He was in that very first tournament. I'm very familiar with him. Dragunov. Is that how you spell it? Gone with that. I might be wrong. Pretty sure that Dragunov's going to get the victory here. Tyson T-Bone's a little bit of a jobber. I mean, I'd never say that to his face because he is ripped. He is like, wow, I don't know if rip's the right word, but he's built. He's stacked. I think stacked is the word I was looking for. But these two collar and elbow tie up. Into the corner goes Dragunov. T-Bone breaks up, walks away. It's always like that. I know it is always like this, isn't it? I always just get sucked in. Like, this is quite... I don't know enough. If there's someone that I'm intrigued by, then I will stick around. I know Jordan Devlin is a great wrestler. I've seen Kenny Williams. I'm sure they're going to have a great match, but look, it's not enough for me to stick around. I'm just being honest. This is the problem with NXT UK. It doesn't have the depth. The roster's not deep enough. They're trying to build stars. I can see they're trying to build like this Dragunov. We've got Cassius Ono, who's on the roster as well. Of course, Alexander Wolf has joined. We've got Imperium. Mustache Mountain, Pete Dunne. There is talent there, but once you get past that top tier, it does get thin. But that's why I'm quite intrigued to see this guy. Talking about the fury that's inside him is throwing some knees into the face of Tyson T-Bone right now. Backed into the corner goes Dragunov. Ref count in. Oh, big strike by Tyson T-Bone. He got all of that. Bang! Dragunov went down. Only down for one. Big strike by Tyson T-Bone. Working on the arm, pulling back on the arm. Dragunov in a bad situation here. That was a great strike by T-Bone. Real crisp. Kind of thing that Undertaker would be proud of. Has he got contact lenses in? Has that Dragunov got contact lenses in? His eyes look red. Oh. I swear he's got red eyes. Dragunov's got red eyes. He's up onto his feet, straight to the midsection. Is on the shoulders, but rolls through. Crossbody by T-Bone. He goes straight back. Suplex. Tell you what. T-Bone doing some great stuff here. Oh, 2.5, boy. 2.5. He's wearing contact lenses. Is this AEW? No. This is NXT UK. I gotta be honest. I was intrigued by Dragunov, but I'm more impressed with Tyson T-Bone right now. He does have red contacts. Good. Days, I think Humberto never lost a match in 205 Live, and that's why he will win at Clash of Champions. I didn't know he was undefeated. That's very cool. Boot to the face by Dragunov. Tyson with a strike, but his fist gets caught. He's twisting him inside out. Nice bit of offense here from Dragunov, who takes Tyson down. He's fired up, man. He's been fired up ever since he got out there. He's got great energy, I'll give him that. Against the ropes. No. Nice! That was nice. He went with the clothesline with his right, and because Tyson ducked down, he just came back with the left. Some nice innovation. Only gets 2.5. Where's he from? I don't know where he's from. Let's have a look. Where do red-eyed people come from? Looking for a German suplex, and he gets it. Dragunov. NXT UK. Let's have a look and see. Where are you from, boy? In the corner. Oh, just ran into a big fist. Everything you need to know about Dragunov. Okay. WXW moved to Germany when he was young. He was born in Russia, but he comes from Germany. Sent onto Tyson. I'm surprised he's not joined like Imperium. He defeated Walter in 2017. Dragunov beat Walter. Wow. 1, 2, 3, and he's just got the victory over Tyson T-Bone as well. So very hard fought victory there for Dragunov. Interesting. Days, what if the Firefly Funhouse had a Wheel of Fear? That would be cool. That would be awesome. Wonder if when they put NXT on USA, they might have Adam Cole versus AJ Styles or Seth Rollins. You might see a bit of support for it, yes. Days, if you thought about doing AEW and NXT on the same stream, I feel like that would be hard to pull off. Yes, I feel like we will be doing something like that. I can see us talking about NXT, but having AEW on at the same time, and then that way, if there's something major happening with AEW, like a big title change or something, or a big championship match, we can kind of still flirt between the two. I mean, I am interested in AEW. Still want to watch it, but I've always been very honest and very clear in saying if I have to choose, I would side with NXT. Just talking about NXT UK, so Dragunov. Just seeing Toni Storm and Kaylee Ray. Just talking about the build towards that NXT UK Women's Championship match. Surely Toni Storm's winning that. They're just showing clips from Blackpool. Hashtag I was there. Great little match that was. Great little match. Looks like Dragunov had been hanging around with Rob Van Dam. So they're just showing how we got to this moment. Kaylee Ray walking out, issuing that challenge. The NXT UK Women's Battle Royal that took place at Download Festival, I believe, which Kaylee Ray was victorious in. Walter versus Tyler Bate will be good. They've done it before, haven't they? They did it at Hello Wembley. They're talking about like their friendship, how long they've known each other for. Maybe do a review stream watching it after NXT and not just live. Some people may not watch until the morning in the UK. It's really difficult to kind of bear the UK market in mind. For me, as soon as it's shown on TV, that's it. Days, do you realise NXT is put on the network Thursday night? Yes. I am going to have to try and find a way of watching it along with my American friends on a Wednesday. Try and find a way of watching the USA network. I want to see Pete Dunne versus Cesaro. Shay, you absolutely right, my friend. You are the reason that none of your family call you anymore. Personal, man. Really personal. Tony Storm slapping the face of Kaylee Ray. Wrestling Days and Ultimate Warrior versus John Moxley and Chris Jericho. Days, did you know that Bray Wyatt and Roman had history, but now the Fiend will have to go let him in for gone? Don't know what that means, Jordan. This does seem very personal, yeah. I mean, I was excited for it anyway, but to be honest, I can't see Kaylee Ray winning. I think Tony Storm is going to retain. I think Walter will retain as well. I can't see Tyler Bate beating Walter. I don't think Kaylee Ray is going to beat Tony Storm. I'm interested in the Dave Mastiff match. I think it's Dave Mastiff against Joe Coffey. Is it last man standing? I have totally been sucked into this now. Days, what's your schedule this week? What's my schedule this week? I do want to try and do a toy hunt this weekend. So I'm looking for a toy hunt. Hopefully, well, I don't know. I'd like to try and do it on Saturday, but then I have got 2 live streams as well. So, I mean, to actually do a toy hunt, edit it, get it up, and then do the streams, I just don't know how possible that is. To be honest, what I might do is record the toy hunt, do the streams, and then put it up on Sunday. So that there's a toy hunt for Sunday. So we might have the streams on Saturday, toy hunt on Sunday. So really, I've only got like tomorrow and Friday. I've got a couple of video ideas for the next couple of days. I really want to do another discussion video. I really enjoyed that today. We spoke about why the Fiend should be champion. That was our discussion video. I really, really enjoyed it. So I want to do something else. I actually said leave a comment, and the top comment, I would look at maybe doing a video on that. So say that Joseph Connors is on his way out. That discussion video's got about 3,000 views, which is all right. That's not shady. Joseph Connors, not sure who he's about to face. Pro Wrestling saying, yeah, you sucked him. This always happens. Always happens. I blame Dragunov for this. Who are we watching? They're talking about a lot of hype for this newcomer. Hello. Hello, who we got here? I'm loving this guy. Oliver Carter. Where's he from? Zambia? Who is Oliver Carter? That's my question. From Ghana? I knew it was an African flag. He's from Ghana. Okay. I'm into this. Oliver Carter. I don't know nothing about him. Carter versus... See, this is the kind of thing I would absolutely love to do. I would love to do this. I would love to go to NXT UK and just get the opportunity to chat to some of this talent, because the talent is there, but it just doesn't get a platform to break through. And I know, like, the Wrestling Days channel isn't the biggest platform, but come on. I don't know nothing about Oliver Carter, and I'd love to have a chat with him and go, dude, what are you looking to achieve? What are you bringing to the table? Who have you got your eye on? Let's check this guy out. Let's see what he brings, man. Oliver Carter is here. He's already frustrated Joseph Connors. Okay, Connors trying to get into the ring and Carter not letting him. Chasing him on the outside. Connors gets in. Carter. He catches his leg. Uppercut by Carter. Against the ropes goes Connors. Nice. Drop kick. He's got a tattoo. I'm guessing it is of Ghana. Outline of a country on his chest. Nice strikes in the corner. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oof. Connors unloading on Carter. This is the first time that we're seeing Oliver Carter here. Okay, what's he looking at now? Clubs on the chest from Connors. And again. Clubbing forearms. Haven't seen a great deal from Carter yet. He does a little. It looks a little like The Weeknd. For those of you wondering what Carter looks like, he looks a little bit like The Weeknd. He's a star boy. 1, 2. Carter kicks out. Days on Saturday, what are you going to watch, All Out or Takeover Cardiff? Both. Both. We're going to do both. There's only 7 or 8 matches at Clash of Champions. Good. I always think there's too many matches put on. Less matches, more wrestling. Don't need loads of matches and entrances and all of that. Let's get some good quality wrestling. Let's give them some time to tell some stories. Very hard to do much with like 5-8 minutes. Oh, face first. Nice. By Joseph Connors. Snapping the neck back. Going for the cover. Kick out by Carter. Tell you what, I don't know if this is meant to be a showcase for Carter or Connors. Yeah, innovation. So excited for NXT UK Takeover Cardiff. Yeah, it's going to be good, dude. The commentator said that Oliver Carter's inspiration is Kofi Kingston. You can definitely get that vibe. Haven't seen a great deal of high flying from him, though. Really nice drop kick. And a few little bits early on, but it's been all Connors for the past few minutes. It's a very weird showcase for this new talent. Give the matches time. Yeah, I agree. Connors needs a big win. He is grabbing the hair of Carter. Carter trying to fight back. Strike to the midsection. Here comes the fight back. Now we're going to see what Carter's made of. Against the ropes, Carter. Nice. I feel like they've got something here in this Carter guy. Top rope Enziguri. Going up top. He's got an interesting entrance. Interesting look. Double knees. Nice. Couple of forearms. Carter slides on one knee. Belly to belly. Kip up. It's interesting stuff. It's nothing too spectacular. That was nice. Backwards heel kick. Days, who in the Funhouse would you like to see spin the wheel of fear? I think it'd probably be Van Ospreay, wouldn't it? He seems to take the lead on most things. They should showcase one superstar at a time. It's really good. Shout. Yeah, nice roll through. Takes the legs away from Connors. Oh, springboard! Moonsault, but doesn't connect. Carter gets planted down. Connors, I think, will get the win. And he does. Connors gets the victory over Carter, but it was a nice little showcase for Carter. It's a decent little showcase. Days, are you in your bathroom? No. This would be a very weird bathroom to have like a sofa in there. Well, I always enjoy seeing new talent. I like his entrance. I like his look. Didn't see a great deal in the ring. Couple of little moments in there. But let's see what the future holds for Oliver Carter. Bit of blood around the mouth of Joseph Connors. Fiend for Universal Champion. Corbin for King of the Ring. Ugh. Hope not. I've got to be honest, I really don't want to see that. I'm kind of hoping that the Fiend takes Corbin out before it gets that far. They're just going through the official theme of NXT UK TakeOver by Boston Manor. Noam Dar against Travis Banks is on that card as well. Not too excited for that match, gotta be honest. Can't say I'm that crazy about it. Noam Dar against Travis Banks. I am about this though. I think Dave Mastiff is a big star. I really like Dave Mastiff. I think he could make it on the main roster. He's got that Vader vibe, hasn't he? Dave Mastiff against Joe Coffey. And then, of course, Gallus against grizzled young veterans. And I'm not sure what Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster call themselves. Don't know if they've got a team name. But it is NXT UK Tag Team Championship triple threat match. Toni Storm taking on Kaylee Ray. And of course, the main event, Walter versus Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate. Na 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 na. It'll be a great match. It really will. Will the domination of Walter continue? This Saturday? I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be my first NXT UK TakeOver live stream. I couldn't do the first one because I was there in the crowd. There we go, Cesaro telling us that he will be paying a visit to NXT UK. I know a lot of people want to see Cesaro against Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne did make a little statement on Twitter. He said, "I see you, mate." Plus, it's a bit weird that Pete Dunne is not on the card anyway, so I kind of feel like you will get something. Walter is a beast. He is a beast. You're absolutely right. Days, can you do a WDW match in the Funhouse, please? Maybe. I've got a few things that are missing from the Funhouse. That's the only problem. I haven't got any puppets, for example. That's a problem. I'm excited for Cesaro. It should be good. Days, you should do a New Japan live stream sometimes. I've got to be honest with me, I do keep an eye on it, but it's very rare that I watch a full show of New Japan. We'd definitely do one for Dominion. We definitely do one for... I was going to do one for the G1 final. I never did. I regret that. But, yeah, Dominion and, of course, Wrestle Kingdom, we will. Seeing Rhea Ripley here. Days, who would you rather take to KFC, Zelina or Sasha? I don't know. Who's going to be the cheapest? I think Zelina's going to be cheaper. I don't want to be spending too much money. First of all, we're going on Chicken Tuesday. Yeah? Good value. So I'm going to say Zelina. She's smaller. She's going to be cheaper. Can't ignore the fights between Pippa Niven and Rhea Ripley. So it's going to take place next week. And is it main event time already? Are we at the main event? Williams versus Devlin. Not a match I'm bothered by. But, got this far. It'd be a bit rude to leave now. Do you live with your folks? Yes. When I left Southampton, I moved back. So, I am actually going to look to get a flat. I'd like to move to Birmingham. So, yeah, I've just been kind of saving up a little bit, and then I will try and find a little place. Probably back in Birmingham, the second city where Pete Dunne is from. Jordan Devlin making his way out. Hello to Cindy. The taping's the next night in the same building after Takeover in Cardiff. They did that at Blackpool as well. So they do Takeover on night 1, and then night 2 is the TV tapings. Miss Ripley was the truth in NXT UK. I look at it a few times. Okay. Do you, Monica King? Very cool. I love Birmingham. No, Birmingham, UK. The real Birmingham. The one where Pete Dunne is from. Right, Devlin is in the ring, and Kenny Williams as well. Bell has sounded. I'm guessing this is the main event. I haven't heard him say it's the main event. I'm just kind of presuming, just feeling that it's the main event. Thanks, Pro Wrestling. Right, the two of them locking up. I think this might be the last match that we're going to call this evening. So let's sit back and enjoy it. I didn't have high hopes for it. I don't know why. Both are excellent talents, but I've got to be honest, neither of these guys really kind of excite me. Jordan Devlin had a fantastic match against Pete Dunne for the NXT UK Championship quite a while ago, last year. Probably about a year ago now, actually. Probably about a year ago. Kenny Williams has always impressed whenever I've seen him. So, yeah, there's no reason to kind of hate on this, but they're just not names that really set the world on fire for me. They're locking up now. We've got an old school test of strength, which is great. Test of strength that Jordan Devlin is winning at the moment. Go, little kip up by Williams. He's trying to power his way back, and he does. Tell you what, you don't see tests of strength, do you? You just don't see them. Jumps over the top. Nice. 1, 2. And he gets a 2. What are you watching? NXT UK, my friend. We watched NXT. I was done. And then I got drawn in. I always get drawn in. And I got drawn in. Kenny Williams fired up, man. Pumped up. Come on, come on, come on. Referee count him. Days, has New Japan got a UK show coming up? They do have a UK show coming up. I think it's called Royal Quest or something like that. I think it's coming from where the Olympics were held down in London. It's a really good card, actually. Really good card, but the only problem, it's the same day. It's Saturday. It's the same day as NXT UK. It's the same day as All Out. So there's too much wrestling this weekend. So I don't even know if they're showing it. I'm sure they are. But look, if I've got to choose between that and NXT, I've said a million times I'm going to choose NXT. Even if it is NXT UK. Devlin stomping away on Williams on the outside of the ring. Days, what do you think's next for Bryan and Rowan? I think a breakup. Well, they have broken up. They have kind of fallen out. It's going to be very interesting to see why and what the future holds. You know, are we going to see Rowan turn face now? Or is Rowan going to stay a heel? I feel like Rowan is so big. I feel like he is quite impressive. He's not got the best moveset, though. That's the only problem. Kind of like one of those, you know. He's great until the bell rings. He's a brawler. He can do a job, but kind of need a bit more than that in the modern day. Williams backed into the corner. Devlin grabbing hold of him. Working on the arm. Picks him up. Whoa! That's a nice move. Looked like he was going for a back body drop kind of a thing, but actually just dropped down. Some great innovation. Pushing Williams against the ropes. Forearm into the back. Kenny Williams feeling that. Team NXT / NXT UK. Absolutely. Who do you think will have the best show, AEW or NXT UK? To be honest, I think AEW. I mean, you are comparing AEW to WWE's like 4th brand, so it's not really a fair comparison. I mean, I think Walter Bate is going to be good. I think Tony Storm, Kaylee Ray is going to be good. High hopes for Dave Mastiff, but yeah, I mean, All Out is their big show. I mean, not only is it AEW, you could argue this is their biggest show they've ever done. I mean, the card is stacked. They're sure to have some surprises up the sleeve as well. You know, people are hoping that CM Punk will make an appearance, and even if he just walks out, even if he just doesn't wrestle but just walks down to the ring, like if he brings, could you imagine if CM Punk walks that AEW championship to the ring? Just the fact he's touched it, people will freak. I get the feeling you're going to see a bit of that. I can tell you he's got him up on his shoulders at the moment, Devlin. I think is that a torture rack? I feel like that's a torture rack. If they're sat up, it's the electric chair. If they're on the shoulders, it's a torture rack. Devlin trying to fire some shots in, and Kenny Williams has had enough. Is firing back of his own. Kicks to the back now. Against the ropes goes Williams. Nice. WDW doesn't happen often enough, unfortunately, to have a GM, dude. CM Punk to NXT UK. He's going to debut in Cardiff. There you go. You've heard it here first. Against the ropes goes Williams. Nice. Through the ropes he goes. On to Devlin. He's trying to keep up this momentum. Goes through the ropes. Suicide dive. Why does NXT UK have way better barricades than NXT? Have you seen this? The NXT UK barricades are like the proper Raw SmackDown barricades. How weird is that? They're the proper ones. Whereas NXT is like using flimsy railings that shake all over the place when you look at them. Devlin grabbing the head of Williams. What's he looking for? He's looking down on the floor. Spanish Fly. It is the go-to move, isn't it? People love it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't hit it. Nice elbow, though, from Williams. I think Rowan-Bryan feud. Bryan turns babyface. That would be cool. The only problem is, a lot of house shows are showing Daniel Bryan against Roman Reigns. It would suggest that Bryan's going to stay a heel. Kenny Williams up top. Beautiful. He got mad height then. How great was that Keith Lee match as well? That's what I'm thinking now. Do you remember I told you I opened my eyes and first thing I thought was how great was that Bayley match? Right now I'm thinking, how great was that Keith Lee match? Oh, Devlin. Beautiful. Hurling Kenny Williams. Madness. Thank you very much, Katie. Appreciate the acknowledgement of the shape of my head. Devlin is Balor's mini-me. Shayna is boring. Should be a good match, though, you know. We've seen the seeds planted now for Shayna and Rhea Ripley. So I'm guessing Rhea Ripley's turned face? I heard, you know, that AEW weren't going to have faces and heels. That's a rumour that I read earlier. Kenny Williams against the ropes. There we go. There's the Spanish Fly. And Williams kicks out. It's such a great move, the Spanish Fly. Who won the tag team titles? Undisputed Era. Keith Lee's match was phenomenal. That Spanish Fly was unbelievable. The Spanish Fly's everywhere. There's a swarm of Spanish Flies tonight. Okay, both guys are up in the corner. Devlin has got Williams up on his shoulders. Williams breaks free. Nice chop by Williams. And again. Nice! Williams. Head scissors. Goes over. Oh! That was sick. I don't even know what that move was. I want to hear if Nigel McGuinness. Yeah, he's not calling it. That was absolutely insane. It was like a Canadian Destroyer Code Red type move. It was like a flip over that Williams just did it. It wasn't either of those, though. It was in that family. That was sick, man. Devlin, beautiful, comes crashing down onto Williams, goes for the cover. Williams kicks out. My God. To be honest, without faces and heels, a wrestling show doesn't make a lot of sense. Yes, you can go to the points route, but it would get very boring knowing that it's predetermined. It's a good point. Good point. Devlin trying to pull Williams into the middle. Oh, love that. Quick kicks to the head. And a big boot to the arm. It's really, really hard to know who's going to get this. And just as I say that, Devlin does. I was like, it's really hard to know who's going to get this. It was back and forth. Devlin with the Devlin slam. And he picks up the victory. So Jordan Devlin, nice little match that was. Some real innovation in there. It's really hard for Jordan Devlin because how is he going to beat Walter? I mean, he gave Pete Dunne a great match, but... Look at that Spanish fly. Amazing. Do you ever get a craving for pizza in the middle of the night? Yeah, absolutely. Days of Mania. WrestleMania to England. Oh, man, it would be awesome. It would be awesome. Have me and see wrestling come out. Hello, and welcome to WrestleMania! Gotta give the people what they want, man. So, Nigel McGuinness saying perhaps Jordan Devlin is next in line for a title opportunity. I think they're just showing us how we got to Walter Tyler Bate. Big splash. Walter winning the championship. Take over New York. Ending that legendary title reign. And then the rematch, of course. That's when we got the formation of Imperium. Go, look, Imperium in the ring. British strong style. I would be far too drunk. Cool, isn't it? The build to this has been a lot of fun. Been a long build as well. Imperium taking out British strong style, beating up Trent Seven. Making him watch as they destroyed Tyler Bate. All of this taking place at Download Festival. Good moments. Days, what shirt are you wearing? It is the new Wrestling Days shirt, which I've really done a terrible job of promoting. But it's available at Amazon and Urban Species. British Strong Style are brilliant. I agree. Big fan. we go. And then from behind. Great build for NXT UK. I'm excited for Cardiff. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to have a few surprises as well. Last time when it was in Blackpool, we had Charlotte Flair in attendance. We also had Finn Balor, of course, getting involved in the actual action. Tyler Bate. I mean, this match is going to be insane. Slipknot art, cool. Can he do it? I don't think he will. Let me know in the chat, do you think Tyler Bate's going to get the victory on this? I'm going to say no. There we go. Nigel McGuinness. Nigel McGuinness says if he was a gambling man, he'd put his money on Walter. Hello. Grizzled young veterans are coming out. They're not happy. Is this a promo? What is this? What am I watching? Is the Undisputed Era facing the OC with Finn Balor? I would literally scream so loud. Zakami reckons Tyler Bate would win. It would be great if Bate won, but I'm unsure. Here we go. Gallus have come down. Grizzled young veterans. Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews. It's a brawl. It is a brawl. Andrews over the top. I mean, this match will be fun, won't it? You've got some high flyers in there, some hard hitters. You've got a little bit of everything. You got some technical mat-based wrestlers, high flyers, brawlers. They are absolutely unloading. Slugging it out. And I think that's how it's going to end. It's going to end with an all-out brawl in the ring. As we build that excitement up for this Saturday. So that is it then, guys. Completely unplanned. I did not expect to be doing that. I thought we were going to do an hour and we were going to cover NXT. We ended up doing NXT UK as well. Just got sucked in. It's what happens. It's what happens. But we got to see a new superstar in Oliver Carter. We got to see Dragunov. Got to see a fun little main event and then that beat down at the end as well. So we are back this Saturday, NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff. If you are watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. Make sure you join us for that. And then, of course, we will be going straight into All Out as well. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Really do appreciate the support. Hopefully, see you again next time. Bye for now.